Tom Evans. How are you, Tom?
Hello, Regan. I'm very good.
It's been a long time since I've seen you. You're in Latvia right now?
Yeah, I'm in Latvia. It's a springtime, so we open our open tunnel.
I've just been watching the content, what you were doing with Maya Kojinska last week in there. It was amazing stuff. Four-way, was there some six-way going on?
Yeah, it was very packed week. So we tested the limits of the open tunnel,
Yeah.
and we found out that there is no limits, and we can do like many stuff in it.
That's incredible. How long have you been working there?
So in an open tunnel, it's gonna be 10 years.
Wow, that's really gone by. That's really gone by. So what have you been doing over the winter, Tom?
This winter, we had some projects, of course, less than every normal year,
Yeah.
because in general, we are just doing a huge events, and all the big events are canceled this year. But still, we had some projects around. We did some commercials, and so it was quite okay. It was more time for like for thinking about, and it's like I think it's actually I enjoy this time. For me, for the training, it was the time to just calm down and see things from the side, and I really actually enjoyed it. Yeah.
You do like to think a lot about the creativity side, don't you? You give that a lot of time.
Yes, and also in direction where it goes, and you also in this kind of moments you kind of ask yourself why I'm doing it and for how long I gonna do it, and it's good questions, yeah, and then you try to find the answers for it, why I would like to do it for 10 more years, or and it's cool, and it kind of makes you to see where the future could be in it. Yeah.
So while you're in this thought process, what ideas are you thinking? What parallel lives have you thought about? What other ideas, other things?
So I've been so first of all, like this this when the pandemic started,
Yeah.
the best part what I enjoyed it, I could spend the time with my family. So I have two kids, yeah. so I was just really having lots of fun with them, and yeah, and then I was thinking where it could go, like as a sport, as just the flying, and yeah, and more I was thinking about it, more I saw the future in an open tunnel, in a big open tunnels somewhere. I don't know if it's gonna happen in my life, but I hope in my kids' life they're gonna have a huge open tunnels like a stadiums, yeah, and they will have a competition when they're gonna like fly something like a race or something around. But so yeah, that was our thoughts. In We were talking with the owner of Aerodium to make like a stadium of the open tunnels, so it's like a bigger round. So the race would be that you can fall out. So so for those who are watching, they can easily see if someone lose, because if you lose, you just fall out, yeah, and it kind of have that feeling of someone crashing, and people like see someone crashing. So yeah, we were thinking that could be the future projects for the open tunnels. Yeah.
I want to present that.
I
absolutely want to present that.
Yeah, so the idea is that it's gonna be a huge stage. It's like it's something like and it's like oval shape, but in the middle there's nothing, but it's actually like a track, so you can just fly around, and then there's a different levels. You can fly up and down, because the open tunnels you can just set in the row, and then you can fly. So it's
With good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Wind Tunnel Grand Prix. 8 lanes of action coming up. Oh yeah, I can see it right now.
Oh yeah, and it's easy to reach that kind of competition. You don't need to know nothing about the flying skills. It's just like you go in and you see who wins, who lose, and yeah. So yeah, I think, I don't know if it's gonna happen in 10 years or 20, but I see that happening, because it's like for me, I see that is natural progression for this kind of sport. Yeah, but anyways, also beside that, I was training a lot on the trampoline in the winter, and trying different sports, and I understood that probably the flying is one of the only sports, for me at least, where there's this huge body and brain connection, like
Right.
when you body and mind connection, when you need to fly and be aware of your body, yeah, of each detail, like palms, fingers, and heels. And probably that is something what I really enjoy in a flying, and that's why I will do it for 10 more years for sure. Yeah.
The trampoline came first for you, did it?
Yeah. Trampoline and breakdance, they came together when I was a kid, and probably that's a very good background for the flying,
Yeah.
because you also need to catch that moment in the air and like kind of control yourself in the air where there is nothing to grab on. So yeah,
So take
it
me
kind of
back.
connected.
Take me back to when you were a kid and what started first. What sport did you get into at your youngest? How old were you?
Okay, so like I really liked breakdancing, but before even breakdancing, so I was growing up in this neighborhood that was not like the best neighborhood.
Yeah.
It was like a very tough one. So we were the kids there were doing lots of parkour. Parkour. It was very popular back then, and of course I started also with them, like jumping into the buildings, and you know, we were calling police and we were running away from the police. It
Wow.
was like the probably the best training what I ever had, and since then, like, we were doing all the flips on the street. And then I found out, oh, there's a gym and there's like trampolines and there's a breakdance, and yeah, and then it kind of get deeper and deeper. But yeah, and that period was maybe for 10 years, like starting from parkour, then going into the breakdance and trampolining, and gave me a lots of confidence. Yeah, so I always suggest for my students, train on the trampoline, and if you're gonna spend like 1,000 hours on a trampoline, then all the stuff in the wind tunnel will come really fast and naturally, like
Incredible.
you don't need to like press for it. So yeah.
So with the parkour, you would call the police to get them to come, and then you would escape from them.
Yeah, that was because we were jumping on this building and it was forbidden to go there, and of course we are jumping and we are doing all this stuff, and then in one moment we are thinking like, why we are doing this, like we need some action, yeah. and we are like 10 or 12 kids, and we just called police and we said, oh, there's this like guys in this building throwing rocks to everyone, and then
Wow.
they come, and we were gathering in one point, and we were waiting until they're gonna come really close, and when they were very close, we all had our paths, and we knew how to like run them really fast and jump from the floor to floor, and yeah, and when they came, we were running away. It was really good. It always end up for me nice, but one of my friend, yeah, he was jumping from the second floor, and he landed on his butt, and he really he didn't crash his butt, but he couldn't run away, so he was just rolling into the bushes and hiding into the bushes. So, but it's a fun time, and I was thinking maybe that need for rush was already back then.
Yeah.
So skydiving, when skydiving came in my life, it felt kind of good and not really dangerous, because
Yeah.
all that stuff before was done. So yeah.
Brilliant. With the breakdancing and the trampoline, were you competing or just fun, or what happened?
Yeah. So I started training in breakdancing, and yeah, like I think first year I was just training, and then I started compete also.
Yeah.
And of course, and probably that's why I also like competing, because once you start compete, you are kind of inside into the rocket, because you don't wanna shit your pants, so you really go and train hard. So when you're gonna end up in a competition, you can show yourself like
Yeah.
really good. So yeah, and so I did some competitions in the breakdance as well, and I really enjoy breakdance competition, because it's more like a battle and it's more
Yeah.
like a conversation. So you don't prepare a set and then go and just show them off. It's more like you come and some guy does something and you need to answer with something that you can do better than him. So
Yeah.
it's more like a conversation, and it's more like now and here, and it's not about preparing something and then showing off. So I really like that kind of concept for battling. Yeah.
Would that be in front of you'd have big audience, big crowds for this?
Yeah, it's like usually it's not really huge. It's like maybe 100, 200 people around, and you have a circle. Yeah. But of course, once you step into the circle, you feel that energy, and you feel that like this is the moment. And it's I remember the first battles, it was like really getting me through the roller coaster. And it is not easy to be on top of your emotions and just like do your thing. Yeah. But that's a good training. That's a good training for a mind as well.
How did you figure that out, the emotional side of it? How is it to keep control? Did you just work that out for yourself?
Oh, I think you just do it. You know, you just it is, if you think about it, it's hard. But if you just go and do it, and more you do it, more you understand, okay, you can relax. You can actually like not be afraid from that energy, but take it in, and then like even use that energy and then drop it. So it's so yeah, that's why battling is so nice. It's a big energy, but you need to kind of learn how to use it.
Yeah, I like that idea. That really strikes me, of taking that energy, controlling it, and then dropping it when it's needed. I like that. It's a really good analogy. I've not heard that before.
Yeah, it's in the battles. You need to try breakdance battle. It's what's happening, because usually when someone would go into the circle and he would just show off like something he prepared before, you can see it immediately, because the person doesn't listen to the music, and he just like shows off like something he already knew. So, and then no one actually liked that stuff. And but when someone comes in and he listens to the music, so he really dances to the beat, and if he can drop like some really good power moves to the beat, it's crazy. Like you can feel that the crowd is going crazy, and it's amazing. Yeah. It's so, and that's about that being here and now. So you need to really relax and let that momentum in, so you cannot kind of close and do everything. You need to actually like relax and see what's happening around here, what's happening around. Yeah.
And you would feed off the crowd as well. Their energy, their noise would work for you.
Yeah. That's what's happening in a breakdance. So you actually, some b-boys, they go in and they start to like, if they hear the beat and they like it, they start to clap, and then the whole crowd starts to clap, and then you just go and it's crazy. Like it's some kind of vibe. I would suggest you to try to go to some breakdance event, especially some Red Bull event. Oh, it's like it's an atmosphere. It's not only about the competing, it's about all that vibe that's in the air. It's amazing.
Do you have any control over the music choice or not?
In a breakdance, no. Like there's a DJ who is usually the very respectable DJ who knows the beats, and you never know what he gonna play. But he will play something good, and you just listen to it and then you drop.
That's brilliant. So how did you then get into the air? Was it skydiving first, or was it tunnel first?
Oh, it was a tunnel first. So I was working as a chief in a restaurant. Yeah. And it was kind of, I really like cooking part, but it was kind of boring, because you are in the room all day from dark morning to dark evening. And then I heard there is this spot for the instructor in Irodin Tunnel. So they were offering, oh, do you want to travel around the world and just like fly in a wind tunnels? And I was like, I didn't know what is flying, but I thought I want to travel around the world. So yeah, I started. I joined the team. It was not easy. They had like a huge like amount of people who wanted to be the instructors. Yeah, because they really offer like some to travel a lot. So I was just living on my luggages all the time, and then I get in, and that's how it started. And I think once I started to work, after I get my certificate, after 2 weeks, we went to the first project, what was South Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it
What
was.
was that one in South Korea? Was it a show or was it just a tunnel or what was it?
There was a tunnel next to the Science Museum in Seoul.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was really good project for me to begin with. The tunnel was really small. It was the smallest open tunnel ever. It's like in a diameter, it was 1 meter 65 centimeters. So when you fly, your hands is out and your legs is out. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
but because it was a science museum, they said for us, oh, if you can fly all day, that would be perfect, because we need people to, like, we need for people to show that, oh, this is the wind tunnel and people can fly here. And they didn't need to ask me twice. I was flying like from the morning till the evening, and I was, even that small wind tunnel, I was enjoying so much, because usually people count the time and they try to, like, it's not easy to get the tunnel time, and there they just said, oh, you can, more you fly, better it is for us, and we were just so happy for that. Yeah.
What could you do in such a small space?
So that's the thing. At the beginning when you start to fly, you think, okay, all I can do in this tunnel is like a belly flying.
Yeah.
But if you have like unlimited time, you can try all the stuff. And actually, and the wind tunnel was not very strong. Like, we were using a big suit. It was 10 years ago. So we were using a big suits and stuff. But even because of the unlimited time, you can like work a lot, and I was doing all the stuff there. Yeah, all the stuff, like layouts and carvings and everything. And at the beginning, I remember I was going there with another instructor, and he told, yeah, this tunnel is not so good, like you cannot learn stuff here. But actually, like, yeah, if you have unlimited time and if you have a will, like, you can do everything, even on a vacuum cleaner.
Incredible. Did you see other people to give you inspiration, or did you just work out the moves? Like, it's a carving. How were you aware of carving? Is it just something you started to do, or had you seen other people doing it?
So back then, like 10 years ago, there was not lots of information.
No.
Yeah, there was not lots of videos. Like, the first people who were teaching me, it was like those who taught me how to become an instructor, and they were really good guys. Like some of them were like Olympic snowboarders, so they knew how to throw flips and stuff, and then they have seen like some kind of carving. But we were more like just seeing some pictures, even not the videos, pictures, and trying to do the carving. And of course, at the beginning, we were just flying outside of the tunnel, smashing everything. But with the time, you get it, If you have unlimited time, you can get it.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And after Seoul, where did you travel? I mean, you went to so many places, but give me an idea of some of the things you were involved in.
All this 10 years, it's been constant traveling. Like,
really?
Usually I spend like in my country, in Latvia, like 4 to 6 months. But rest of the time, I'm all the time traveling. So, and the projects are not long. Like, sometimes we have for 2 weeks projects. So I think after Korea, we went to China, to Beijing. So we did this Guinness record in Beijing. So we put that small wind tunnel into the one of the oldest circus in Beijing. And I remember once we turned it on, like, all the dust what was there for 100 years in the room was going down. So we did this, and then after that, that's so long time ago. Like, I think the next one was Qatar. Qatar was celebrating Doha, like capital of Qatar. They were celebrating like some city celebration, and they just asked if we can come and then do some show. So we went there. It was really good. So and like this, from project to project.
One thing that springs to mind is the stage show, the Pirates. Was it the Pirates of the Caribbean?
That was like 4 years ago, I guess. It's in Shanghai Disneyland. So there is this one really good producer, and he had this idea to make a theater a hurricane on the stage, and he had this idea 20 years ago, and he thought, oh, that would be amazing. But back then there was not he couldn't find the possibility to do it. Yeah, so so then and one day Disney asked him to make a show and to make something really crazy, and he got this idea already like long time before, but there was no company who also could afford it. So Disney said, if money is the problem, then there is no problem. So the guy said, okay, then let's do the hurricane on the stage, and that's what he did. Yes, so he found us that we can build, like company, I wrote him that we can build everything everywhere, and that's why he contacted us, and we did this project, and it's been running actually for 4 years, and they are doing like shows every day, 15 times a day.
Wow.
Yeah, every day, like since, yeah.
Wow. And were you involved in training the actors? Or...
Yeah, and I was training 22 Chinese like very good acrobats to become like show, so they do that show element of flying. Yeah, so we trained them, and they were picking up really fast. There was like some Circus du Soleil acrobats, and then there was this, some of them were like really good kung fu masters, and they were picking up really fast. Yeah, time to time I go there just to review and to make better the choreography of the show. Yeah, and then every time we meet them, it's very interesting because they are training by themselves. Yeah, so they are we teach them how to do the show, and the rest of the time they are training by themselves, and they have this privilege that Disney allows them to fly as much as they want every day, like for 4 years. Yeah, and they are using it, and every time I go there, it's very interesting because they don't have information from the side, and they are kind of like training, like do you know the islands of Galapagos?
Yes.
Yeah, and there is those like kind of species that grow very different,
independent. Yes.
Yeah, and they are very like unique, and the same is with these guys in Shanghai. Like they are their style of flying is so unique. Like you would never think that someone could like develop some easy trick, but in so deep understanding. It's amazing. Yeah. So every time we go there, it's like, whoa, this is cool. And yeah, and then we show them something that is like trending in the world, and they show us what they've been working on in their caves.
That's incredible. Is there any other shows like that using wind tunnel as part of a show? Any other stage shows?
Yeah, there is also Peter Pan show that's been they did I think it's all even older, it's like 6 years ago. They did it, and they also set the wind tunnel in the middle of the stage, so it was also kind of good. Good show. What else? Usually it's more like temporary shows, so we just go for some big events. So for example, we have this event in Romania, like Untold event. It's an electronic music festival, and it's like a festival with 60,000 people, and they have the wind tunnel in the main stage. So every time, like in the night we do a show, we fly up. It's so amazing. Like you fly up, and it's like a sea of people.
Wow.
And you just wave, and like 60,000 people wave you back. It's really cool. Like that event, it gives so much energy. Like it makes you feel like you are
like a rock star. Like a rock star, eh?
It's really nice.
Were you involved in the big one in London for the movie, the Tom Cruise?
Oh yeah, for the movies, yeah. We filmed a movie with Tom Cruise, and actually kind of after Tom Cruise's movie, it kind of get really popular into the movie industry, because Tom Cruise did a really good commercial for our company. And now I would say all the big movies, like they are starting to using the wind tunnel in different kind of things, not only in skydiving scenes. Sometimes they want to make something that some shootings. For example, some bomb is exploding and the
Right.
people are flying away. And because before that they've been using like this
Wires.
mechanic hand that
Yeah.
throws around the people, or they are using some ropes, then and it kind of limits the movement. Yeah. But versus the wind tunnel you can move how you want and there is no limits. So that's why they really like and enjoy it, because it kind of opens for them new possibilities of actually like doing a movies and making them look like new. Yeah.
That's incredible. Oh, what about the competition side of things in the tunnel? How did that start for you? Competing.
Yeah, like
When you entered
so
my world, when I became aware of you, then yes.
yeah, like the competition started probably like my first competition was 2016 in Poland.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I went there because my wife told me, "Oh, you fly so good, you need to go and compete." And I said, "No, I don't know." Like, and she said, "No, like you are good, you need to compete." And I was like not very sure for myself,
Right.
but because she pushed me hard, I was okay. I will go. And yeah, and actually since the first competition, it kind of I didn't want that competition, but it gave me a good kick
Yeah.
to like a will to be better, and that never stopped. Like,
Yes.
yeah, so that's why I like competing and being in that role. Sometimes it must it is it's not easy, like it's a big pressure, and then you worry a lot, but on the other hand you really grow when you compete. Yeah, yeah.
And all the people you've met as well, the community you become part of, and
Yes, and yeah, that's the one of the best pluses, that in the first competition, like when I went there, I just saw so many people who are the same like me, like they are sitting in their like wind tunnels and they just love the flying, yeah, and all the best in the world they meet in the competition, and it's amazing. Like when you meet just those people, when you talk, because all the competitors they are actually going through the same hard things what you have in your life, and when you meet them it's kind of you understand them from the first like look already. So it's really cool to meet like
like
other
like finding
competitors.
family. It's like finding family, yeah.
Yeah, finding
Yeah.
someone who understands you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, it's incredible. So what a journey, Thomas. What a journey. And then you started skydiving then after that.
Yeah, so I started skydiving after I was a wind tunnel instructor. So we were teaching some military guys,
Yes.
and uh, and they were asking, "Oh, how many jumps do you have?" And I was like, "Well, I don't have none." And then they were, yeah, then they were saying, "Okay, you need to get some for sure." So yeah, then I started skydiving, and I enjoy it a lot. Yeah.
Right. So what's going to happen now as the summer starts? COVID is you have some peace from this. You have an openness again, or
So yeah, in our country, we the winter was kind of when everything was shut down,
yeah,
but now in the summer it's slowly getting like things are opening, and also the tunnel is opening. So
yeah.
it's good. Yeah, and it looks like it's getting better. Yeah.
Where is it, Tom's? What in relation to Latvia? Where is the tunnel?
Oh, the tunnel is in Sigulda, in small city. If that's what you mean.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I'm not really familiar with the
Yeah,
geography.
it's in a very small village, and actually it is not even into the village. It's in the forest next to the
Ah,
village,
yeah,
and the place is very magical. Like if you go there, there's everything is green around. Like you can hear birds singing, and it's not the usual atmosphere of the wind tunnels, yeah,
right.
where everything is industrial. It's more
Yes,
like really calm, and yeah, it's nice place.
it sounds beautiful. And who flies? You have first timers, and who are the customers?
Yeah, actually, the same like for every tunnel. We have
Right.
the most of the time is for the first timers,
Yeah,
but then we have a huge amount of pro flyers
yeah.
who come and they are preparing for the AFF, and then some of them are preparing for some competition like belly competition or something. So yeah, it's like this.
Fantastic. So your wife and your kids, everything is good?
Yeah. Yeah, we've been this year has been like one of the best for the family.
You're getting time to be with them.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
And are you going to be
I-
traveling now this year? Have you got plans to travel?
Yeah, I've been to places, but it looks like that the beginning of the summer I'm gonna be in Latvia. We will open the open tunnel. We will do some trainings there, and then there is a tunnel that's gonna open in Macau, and it's a closed tunnel. So I will go there to do the instructor courses and do some flying there. Yeah.
So you actually do have some closed tunnels. They're not all open.
Oh yeah. Aerodrome, they also make the closed tunnels. Yeah.
Yes. Good.
So yeah, and they are like opening here and there around the road, and so yeah, we like me and my colleagues, we go there to like do instructor training and just help them to open the tunnel and prepare for everything.
So
actually, yeah,
go ahead.
I remember one thing what I would like to announce for everyone who listens. We will have the first competition in an outdoor tunnel, and the competition is just the high fly. Okay, who can fly the highest on the open tunnel? And what is special about it is in an open tunnel you don't have a wall, so you can fall out. Yeah. but the special thing about it is that in an open tunnel there is no diffuser, so the wind is pretty strong until like 20 meters. But if it's a really good day without the side wind, you can fly up to 25 to 30 meters. Yeah.
Wow.
So we will do a first competition, and it's gonna be I'm not sure about the dates, but it's gonna be in June. Yeah. So everyone who wants to compete can come there. And also we will, for the first competition we will have a crane, and the people who gonna fly there there will be attached to their back with a special kind of climbing gear.
Okay.
Even if they're gonna fall out from 20 meters, they will be safe and like kind of. Yeah.
I was thinking about that. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Well, to finish off, we've got a few minutes left. Toms, you've had this little break with the COVID, you've had the close down, you had your time with your family, and you've been thinking about the next 10 years, and you've decided you're going to carry on doing what you're doing.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Good.
I really enjoy it. Like, actually, you know how it was like even years before, like time to time, you question what you do and why you do it. And I found out that I cannot find something better in my life, like with something that I could replace this. Because it's not only like the competition or only like flying, it's everything together, like the like community and like traveling, and it's all like giving everything what I need. So it's hard to change to something. There's nothing better than that. So yeah, that's why I'm here, and that's why I will continue to do what I do, because I really love it.
Tom, that's a great way to end it. I want to thank you for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure to see your face. It's been too long, but I'm looking forward to getting the details of this high fly competition. Tell us all about it.
If you want, you can come and also try it.
Cha-ching! I want to commentate it.
Yeah. Okay.
You take care, buddy. We can talk
about those details.
Take care, my friend. You take care. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Thank you. See you.